Attention passionate Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Pittsburgh Steelers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Pittsburgh Steelers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. Get ready because today we have some shocking, game-changing news coming straight from the NFL world that could have major implications for the Pittsburgh Steelers and the entire AFC North. If you've been paying attention to the latest moves and injuries, you're aware that the Steelers, sitting comfortably at a 3-1 record, are looking to solidify their position as division leaders and make a real push for the playoffs. But in the NFL, nothing is ever static, and the landscape is constantly shifting. And this latest development, well, it might just be the piece that Steelers fans have been waiting for to help them achieve that elusive Super Bowl title once again. So what exactly is happening? It involves a player who, until recently, had been struggling with injuries, but is now finally cleared to return to the field. That player is Treylon Burks, the talented wide receiver from the Tennessee Titans. Now, Burks has had a bit of a roller coaster ride so far in his career. He started the offseason and preseason showing promise, hinting that he was finally turning the corner after a rocky start. But just as things seemed to be looking up, disaster struck. Burks fractured his collarbone, a painful injury that sidelined him for quite some time. And that injury led the Titans to waive him with an injury designation, which means he's been out of action for several weeks, missing the start of this NFL season. But hang on, because now there's a shift in the narrative. Treylon Burks has been cleared to play. Yes, you heard that right. After months of recovery, he's officially been cleared to return to the gridiron, and with that, he's been released from injured reserve. For the Steelers, this opens up some exciting possibilities. The team now has the opportunity to sign Burks, and given their current needs in the receiver corps, it could be a perfect fit. And why is this such a game-changer? Well, for starters, the Steelers have been performing well this season, but they still have some gaps that need filling, especially at the wide receiver position. They've made some smart moves in the offseason, notably trading for DK Metcalf from the Seattle Seahawks, a move that instantly boosted their passing game. Metcalf has been a steady force, a true WR1, and a clear weapon for quarterback Aaron Rodgers. But beyond Metcalf, the passing game has struggled to find consistency. Outside of DK Metcalf, the main contributor has been Jaylen Warren. Now, Warren's a talented player, no doubt, but relying on a running back as your second leading receiver isn't exactly ideal. It highlights the need for a true WR2, someone who can stretch the field, create separation, and take some of that pressure off Metcalf. That's where Burks could step in and make a real difference. You see, Burks has been in the league for a couple of seasons now, and despite some struggles, he has accumulated 699 yards and 2 touchdowns over his career. That might not sound like a lot, but context is everything. Most of those yards came during his time with the Titans, where he was trying to establish himself as the WR1. That pressure didn't exactly help him thrive, especially in a team that was trying to find its offensive identity with a new quarterback and new schemes. But now, with the Steelers, Burks could find a fresh start, a place where he can learn from some of the best, like DK Metcalf, and develop into a key piece of this offense. Imagine a scenario where Burks, healthy and acclimated to the Steelers system, can become a reliable target for Rodgers. The Steelers' offense has been efficient, but they need that extra weapon to really take it to the next level. Burks' size, speed, and ability to make contested catches could be exactly what they need to diversify their attack. And in Arthur Smith's scheme, which has historically emphasized a balanced offense, Burks could carve out a significant role. Now, let's talk about the bigger picture. The Steelers have enjoyed a surprisingly strong start to the season. Their defense remains stout, their coaching staff is firing on all cylinders, and they've shown resilience in close games. But for a team aiming for a deep playoff run, adding a player like Burks, especially one with his physical tools and potential, could be the final piece in their puzzle. He could become a mismatch for defenses, a true big play threat down the field, and a reliable option in third and long situations. And it's not just about the immediate impact. Burks is still relatively young, only in his second NFL season, so he has room to grow. His potential fits perfectly with the Steelers' culture of developing talent and maximizing player abilities. Plus, with Rodgers under center, the Steelers have a quarterback capable of unlocking Burks' full potential. Rodgers has a proven track record of elevating receivers, and if he can get Burks involved early, it could accelerate his development and boost the offense's overall production. Let's also consider the AFC North dynamic. The division is fiercely competitive, with teams like the Ravens, Browns, and Bengals all vying for supremacy. The Ravens have been sliding down the rankings, and the Browns are always threatening with their physical style. The Bengals, although struggling at times, have explosive talent. In this environment, every edge counts, and acquiring someone like Burks could give the Steelers that extra spark they need to maintain or even extend their lead in the division. But of course, all of this hinges on the Steelers actually making the move to sign Burks. Given their current needs at receiver and the fact that Burks is now available, it seems like a no-brainer. The coaching staff and front office will be watching his recovery closely, and if everything checks out, expect him to be in a black and gold uniform sooner rather than later. His addition could also serve as a morale boost for the team, showing that they're serious about contending and willing to make bold moves to improve. Now, it's worth mentioning that Burks' injury history is something to keep an eye on. Fracturing a collarbone is a significant injury, and there's always some risk when bringing a player back from that. But the fact that he's been cleared to play and is healthy now suggests he's ready to contribute. The Steelers' medical staff will undoubtedly do their due diligence, but the potential upside outweighs the risks here. And looking ahead, if Burks can stay healthy and adapt quickly to the Steelers' offense, he could become a key piece for years to come. The franchise has a rich history of developing receivers, and Burks has the tools to add to that legacy. It's not just about filling a need for this season. It's about building a dynamic, versatile offense that can compete at the highest level and make a real Super Bowl push. In the end, this move could redefine their season. Imagine a scenario where Burks, after returning from his injury, starts making big plays, stretching defenses, and becoming Rodgers' favorite target. That kind of upgrade could be the difference in tight playoff races, in cold December games, and ultimately in the quest for Lombardi trophies. For Steelers fans, this is an exciting time. It's about hope, potential, and the possibility of seeing their team rise even higher. And now, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you think signing Treylon Burks is the move they need to elevate this team to new heights? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Steelers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news. Thanks for riding along with me today, and as always, keep that passion alive and let's keep supporting our team through thick and thin.